The latest Mariano Rivera inducted into Baseball HOF. Cooperstown, NY. AP. The latest, Mariano Rivera has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Taking the podium last as he predicted, the former New York Yankees star reliever had to wait for the chance of his name to stop before he began a speech that included a brief thank you to his native Panama and the fans there.